I apologize for looking like a gay retard today, but I ruined my shirt. There was steak on my shirt. It was a white shirt. So I took it off, but I'm not gonna be shirtless on the internet because then YouTube might fuck me in the arse. Anyway, today's topic, why health porn is the only porn that I enjoy. I personally don't consume the usual porn. I think it's gay and lame, and you're not gonna watch a girl getting banged by another guy whilst you're just there checking your shit. I think that's gay and lame. Either use your imagination or just be with females. Skill issue. Anyway, but oh my god, the camera is so bad. I did spend another. Oh my god, I look so gay. I did spend another $300 on my health today, and I'm gonna spend another $300 probably later this week. Why? Because as an entrepreneur, like, you make more money than the normal person. I make 6 figures a year, and what are you gonna do with that money? I'm 23. I'm traveling. This place costs $3 grand a month. I'm splitting it with my buddy. The traveling costs maybe like a plane ticket every month, maybe 1,000, and food is like 2,000. Like, you have so much money left. What are you gonna do with that money? I like to spend it on my health because that's the only thing that's gonna make you more money. How you look, like how confident you are in the gym. If you're growing in the gym with protein, eating enough protein, which is expensive, eating enough calories, which is expensive, and having a nice gym that you enjoy with a sauna in this case that we go to, which is super expensive, those kind of things. And also what you eat, because if I can get my protein from Burger King and I can get my protein from a steakhouse. In theory, same calories, same protein, but after the Burger King I will feel terrible, and after the steakhouse I will feel amazing. So there's a difference. What did I spend my money on today? And last year I already spent $1,000 on this kind of treatment, but I just fucked it up myself because I'm a retard. So I first had this gut cleanse protocol. I got a bunch of supplements, and I got like a test done of everything in my body. So I knew that it was necessary, and like the supplements were completely based on how my gut was imbalanced and all that kind of stuff. So it was good. I felt way better. The redness in my face went away. I slept better. I felt more comfortably during the day, like higher energy levels, less anxiety. Everything kind of went well until I started taking energy drinks every day for 3 months straight. Can't recommend. After a gut cleanse, you will get, or at least I got panic attacks and just in general huge problems with anxiety. So I went back to that place like, hey, I feel better, everything is better, but now I have this new issue that I fucked up myself by taking a bunch of pre-workout and energy drinks, but help, because they are the experts. And so it's mainly a nervous system problem, and I've also been drinking a lot of alcohol the last 3 months. It doesn't help either. So that kind of destroys the reparation of your nervous system, and the caffeine makes you more anxious. So you kind of trigger the same effect all the time, and you kind of traumatize your nervous system into this bad feeling, and so it triggers every single time again, and you get it more often, and it's fucked. So that's kind of what happened. And I went back for supplements in general, just to get more dialed, and also to get rid of this issue. That's what I spend it on. And a lot of people probably have health issues, and they either don't care, it's not bad enough, like if they don't care, it's not bad enough to change it, or they can't afford it to change it, because health is usually quite expensive, especially in the US. Luckily, I'm from the Netherlands, so we have a very good healthcare system, but in this case, I just pay everything out of pocket, because I don't know if I can actually claim it in my insurance, but whatever. And we have the money here, so not a problem. What's my main point? So the health porn industry, in general, I fuck with it because getting more dialed is always a good thing. And if that's for you, cold showers, if that's for you meditation, if that's for you carnivore diet, if that's for you 4 hours in the sun, if that is for you marathon like running, that's fine. It could be free in a lot of the cases. But if you fuck yourself up, like I've been doing with a bunch of microplastics, ironically, whilst drinking from a plastic water bottle, you're gonna make it worse for yourself, especially because I've been traveling for almost like 15 months now straight, like traveling only. Then you are forced to drink from these bottles. You're forced to eat at places that are not ideal because you can't really build your own routine because you're traveling, which is my responsibility, but that's why my health got kind of fucked because of that. And I don't think you should listen to all the advice on the internet, as in, okay, he does cold showers, so I'm gonna do cold showers, and he does a carnivore diet, so that must also work for me. No, but definitely try it. Because when I started, for example, trying the carnivore diet, I learned from my system that if you singular only eat protein, I felt so much better because the carbs were mainly fucking me up, and the timing that I ate the carbs. So I didn't continue with a full-on carnivore diet because I wanted to build in the gym and it's just not as efficient. On a carnivore diet, carbs just help a lot to grow muscle, but I did know that, okay, I can just only eat protein for the first like 6 hours of the day and focus, eat, or like fast with caffeine or just fast, and then eat carbs around 6 p.m. or 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever you want, because then you can focus during the day, and that helped me a lot. But that's only because I tried it. So that's kind of my side note on what kind of advice do you take, and what matters, and how do you actually improve your life from it, and not just, oh, I'm meditating, so now I'm cool as fuck. That's not how it works. You need to try and measure like actual measurable things, like your sleep quality or your growth in the gym, like the weights that are going up, or the amount of work that you get done in a certain period of time, all these kind of things. Or even like your libido, if you have a girlfriend and you sleep with her and everything, that you feel more attracted to her, or your testosterone is higher, all those things. Try to measure it as much as possible, because that would help. And obviously if you just feel better, that's not really measurable, but if you feel better, that's fucking awesome, of course. So then definitely keep doing those things. That's kind of main point of the video. Yeah, the title was obviously just kind of clickbaiting you into making this topic interesting, unique angle. Yeah, I would always say if you have spare money, because I now finally built some savings because I had my biggest month last month. I have a video on my channel about it, my first month, over 10K. And that means that I finally have some savings, I have some spare money now, because I was spending everything on traveling at first. Now I have some spare money and I can just throw it back into health, which was scary at the first moment, like, oh shit, I have these savings now, which feels safe, ironically, and it's kind of an emergency fund, but I can also take a little bit from it to pay for these supplements, because it's going to make me feel better and do more work and go to more events, because these anxiety things just took me away from events and public dinners and everything, because I felt like anxious and just not good. So now that I'm solving it, I'm going to be more out there and be more pushed towards uncomfortable situations and make more money. So it's always going to help me make more money if I spend more on my health. That's the main point of this video. Do you have any random advice to just end this video with, for all the people, the 2 people that made it till the 9th minute of this video? Yeah, maybe some very unethical and bad advice, or more side note, go to a hospital where the doctors are lean and attractive. You don't have to be gay to find a man attractive, but the men that walk around this hospital that I go to are jacked and tanned and healthy. And the females that walk around there are lean and feminine and attractive. So try and look for a hospital or just a doctor, if it's just only one doctor, that has these traits. Try to go to healthcare professionals that are the desired outcome and the desired destination. Don't go to fat doctors that you don't want to be like, because they clearly have no idea what they're doing. Would you listen to a how to get rich video from someone that's not rich? Would you take a personal trainer from a fat person? No. So also don't go to a doctor that's unhealthy and has bad energy and just looks bad. That's my final advice. See you in the next video. Peace.